Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Mooncolony live stream. I hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Um, and today we've got Alex Pascenko back with us. Hello, Alex.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Um, so, Alex is going to be doing some studies for us today. I think he's got a whole range of things to look at. So, we're just going to spend an hour doing some studies. Feel free to ask any questions or anything as we go along, as always, and we'll do our best to answer them. I say we, but it's probably going to be more me passing them over to Alex. But yeah, why don't you take us through sort of the things that you're going to be looking at today?
Yeah, stuff I do recently is
Mm.
just do some kind of fashion models
Hmm.
in a standing pose. Try to find something more relaxed,
Yeah.
but that's not always the case. However, this is something I do recently,
Hmm.
and I like to show how I sketch some portraits and render them.
Yeah.
What I watch out for, how to apply, proper contrast, eventually how to stylize and simplify things. And yeah, that's it. So basically, just having fun with some references.
Yeah. Awesome. Um,
Cool.
I love that guy's jumper, by the way. That's the one with the flowers on it.
This one,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that graphic design too.
Mm. Um, yeah. Hi, Lemon Emlyn. Hi, Andre. Hi, Yue Nuri. Uh, Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing good. Um, but yeah, what have you guys been studying recently? If you have been studying at all, what have you been working on? I know yesterday we did a portfolio review session with Emrah. That was really interesting. I think a lot of people find Emrah's feedback really valuable.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely agree on that.
yeah. Yeah. What have you been up to recently, Alex?
Working.
Yeah, just working.
Yeah, I mean, you mean at work, right? Or
No, just generally, life.
uh, yeah, well, I think thinking about work.
Yeah.
Mostly, it kept me busy, but
Yeah.
I had fun. It's challenging.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get back a little bit more into my personal sketches.
Hmm.
I did a video on Ocean's anatomy and character design for Luna Academy.
Yeah.
It's gonna launch somewhere around Black Friday,
Hmm.
and yeah, I mean, doing that was really a great experience,
Yeah.
and I found a little bit of love of creating my own characters and doodling.
That's cool. That's nice.
So whenever I had some free time, I tried to post something,
Hmm.
and hope to keep it up.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's difficult to get into the habit of posting on socials. Um, but
Absolutely, yeah. But it's more like I did some characters in that course, and I was thinking, hey, finally I had some time to do some characters. Why not just make some kind of stage for them, explore more characters in that universe I came up with,
yeah.
and just post them just for the fun of it. But yeah, whenever I have some free time and feel like I have the energy, I keep developing them.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully we'll post some more stuff soon. But recently there was lots of work. I got a
Mm.
cold that doesn't get away properly, so after work I'm just pretty done
Mm.
recently. But I hope I can catch up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It sucks when you have one of those like colds that just sticks around for ages. Um, Hopefully,
yeah,
you'll be able to get back to doing basketball or something soon.
yeah, for sure. Thanks. How have you been?
Yeah,
Been
I've
a while,
been.
right?
Yeah, it has been a little while. Yeah. But no, I've been okay. I haven't really done a huge amount. I mean, I've been playing a lot of video games, but that's nothing new. So
Sweet, that's great.
yeah.
What's the good stuff out there?
Um, I've been playing a lot of the new Dragon Age, Veilguard, and
Oh ho.
I finished that. Uh, I finished that. I think at the like halfway through last week. I think, um, and I really enjoyed it. It's a fun action RPG. I mean, in terms of a good like Dragon Age game, it's
Hmm.
questionable, but it's fun if you kind of think of it more as like a side story sort of thing.
Ah, sweet. I mean, I love Dragon Age. Been playing the second, no, the
Oh,
second and the third part. Which one is this now? The fourth?
yeah, this would be the fourth one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Inquisition was the one before, and
hmm
and, and before that, some I forgot the name.
Dragon Age 2 is just Dragon Age
Yeah,
2.
just
Yeah,
Dragon Age
yeah.
2. Weird, but I love those games. However, somehow I saw lots of weird feedback and
Mm.
reviews of that game and some cringy scenes. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's a few cringy scenes. Some of the writing is a bit weird, but um, for the most part, it's still a lot of fun. Uh,
Yeah,
like
I hope so.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I won't play it, however, because yeah. So once I got sick,
hmm
it's finally those days when I can just really I can't do anything.
Yeah.
If I'm good, get my work done. After that, I have no brain cells left. I just jump onto playing computer games, and
hmm
finally I was able to play The Witcher.
Oh, awesome.
It,
What?
it
Three?
took me just 9 days, but yeah, 9 years. Sorry. Yeah,
Better to be 9 years late than to never play it at all. So
absolutely, and
yeah,
it's worth it. I'm happy.
yeah, that's amazing. Have you finished it yet, or are you just still working your way through it? Because that's quite a big game.
Hell no, I don't know if I will be able to finish it. I thought, I mean,
Yeah,
I played a lot and it just doesn't stop. So
yeah,
I think at some point I have to stop. But well, it's the Christmas season is coming up,
true.
holidays,
Yeah,
so maybe I will finish it.
yeah. Hey, Mardivaz, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Uh, yeah, have you got any plans for over Christmas time?
Me?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, not big. Maybe celebrate with the family.
hmm
Um, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Still have to think about some presents and stuff.
hmm Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I haven't been catching up on that.
hmm
How about you?
Yeah, every year I go to my grandparents for Christmas. So I spend like me and like my whole family spend a week at my grandparents' house, uh, which is busy. It's-
Yeah, Full
uh,
House.
yeah, full house. Yeah. Um, Towards the end of the week, I end up being like, I just kind of want to go home now. I'm tired,
Mm,
but it's nice. My grandparents really love having people around, so yeah, we spend a lot of time there. Um, but no, and then I've got my birthday as well. That's on uh, New Year's Eve, so the 31st of December.
oh wow,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah. So I have to I don't know, I have to try and spend time with my family and my friends around New Year's Eve. Um, that's always yeah, it's always busy. So it's a lot of socializing for Christmas, which I think is the same for everyone really.
Yeah, double the party for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, it'll be cool. So yeah, I think you said your Lunar Academy course is coming out soon. I think that's going to be the 25th. I think the same as the Black Friday sale. So
Yeah, not super sure about the date to be honest, but yeah,
yeah,
somewhere next week for sure.
mm. Yeah, it should be cool. What kind of things are you covering in that?
Oh wow. Actually, I think I did too much. Um, some chapters, they just scratch the surface, but
Mhm.
drawing is about so many things.
Yeah.
Um, I thought it might be really helpful to, yeah, I'm touching up on foundations,
Hmm.
how I do stuff, how to create characters, also like make them standing believably in space,
Yeah.
and archetypes, different ones.
Hmm.
Yeah, actually everything I know, like the way I do it, the way I see stuff,
Yeah.
and hopefully people can take something away from it and learn.
Hmm.
And there will be also some, um, yeah, like practices you can do,
Sure.
some ideas. So yeah, it's pretty, yeah, in instructional, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Instructive or yeah.
Yeah, instructive.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. It sounds like it's going to be fun. Man, I wonder. Some of these clothes, I always wonder like who they're for. Not so much this guy's. The guy you're doing right now, that's just anyone. But the people you
Ah,
look,
the one on top.
yeah, the people you're looking at, I'm like, who who is that for? You know, like,
Yeah, somewhere,
yeah. I just wish,
somehow.
I wish it was
Yeah, sir.
easier to like, I wish it was easier to get sort of different clothes. At least in the UK, like clothes shopping is just terrible.
Why is that?
You've only got like a few places to really choose from, like two or three stores maybe, at least for men's
Hmm.
clothes. And
Hmm.
then you know you've got like the more expensive stuff where you're looking at like £200 for like a shirt, like a t-shirt or something.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Does it clean itself afterward?
Yeah, it better do. But in terms of just
Yeah.
like fairly affordable like day-to-day clothes, you're only looking at maybe yeah, two or three places for men's stuff. It's crazy. But I've been told that I have like grandpa sense, like grandpa fashion sense. So, um,
Well, if it's the stuff you like, if it's true to yourself,
oh, true that. Yeah, yeah.
I think fashion is like if you feel like the way to wear this stuff today, or
Mm.
or if it's not so much. I mean, if you don't care to be like super stylish, I think it must be pretty tedious to follow every trend all the
Oh,
time.
for sure. Yeah.
Uh, I don't think that's. I mean, it can be kind of obsessive
Hmm.
at one point and not so healthy, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you end up with like so much waste as well. 'Cause it's like, oh, I'm never gonna wear this again because it's not on trend right now. Like, damn,
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy.
but you got some kind of stores like Pull and Bear or Bershka. Like,
Oh,
ever heard these names?
I've heard of Pull and Bear. Yeah.
Okay,
Which I think
so
yeah, we can get stuff from there.
what I find fascinating is I just saw, was it Bershka, Pull and Bear, some like this new stores with the fast fashion,
Hmm.
of course, made in I don't know where, but made for cheap somewhere for sure.
Yeah.
They have like since years they have like copyrights to Neon Genesis.
Yeah.
Last time I saw some Berserk pullover sweater. I'm
Hmm.
like, no way, Berserk sweater. Uh, 30 euros. I'm like, cool. What kind of great time we live in?
Yeah. Yeah. It is pretty cool. I think I've never bought anything from Pull and Bear, but I've heard that their stuff actually isn't too bad. Um,
Nope, it's not. I
so
mean, to be honest, maybe at one point it will, but it's better quality than Zara for sure. Zara
yeah.
is the worst, and
Yeah.
then you have H&M, which
Yeah.
is I don't know, but right now
Hmm.
Bershka is just good. I just bought one piece of fashion, and it's still kind of like 5 years ago,
Oh
and
yeah,
it still kind of holds up. I use it for playing basketball outside, but it's
cool.
warm, good quality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to check them out. I need to refresh my wardrobe a little bit. I have so much stuff there that I just haven't worn in a million years. So I need to give it a refresh. Um, we have a question actually from Andre Costa. He said, if I can ask, when you're doing studies like these, what are some of the things that you're looking looking to practice?
Proportion shapes, color compositions. To be honest, I often pick the colors. I mean, I try to do them myself, but then I just pick to see, was I right? How far away did I mess up?
Mm-hmm.
But right here, I'm doing this for actually, like when I do this without thinking, I'm trying not to post them, or usually I don't share them with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my way of cooling down and also study like different patterns, kind of shapes. Especially if you're a character designer, I think that's the best thing you can practice these kind of poses
Yeah.
pretty much. Um, Thinking about also the the perspective they're standing on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. Sorry.
No, you're all right.
I think about the yeah the like patterns, materials, everything about this is inspiring. I try to see like yeah, like you say, who the hell wears stuff like that,
Yeah.
or maybe it's interesting, like those little details,
Mm.
rivets, where to put a couple of of these patterns, the patterns of the jacket, like that little bit of white
Mm-hmm.
strap. This is something I do quick here or not so quick, but I observe. It's not about the drawing itself more. Uh, I don't like to make a super clean, realistic painting drawing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really like I'm taking notes. I'm just really observing stuff. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure this goes. I mean, I try to remember this stuff. Also, if you do these studies and if you do some of your own character designs, you can just use these as reference.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
just collect them, and you will also have like if you practice this daily, you will be much more, let's say, brave to
Mm-hmm.
come up with these poses. It becomes muscle memory, goes into your visual library. Your poses get better. I mean, character design is always about standing figures in
Mm.
space. Yeah, like if your gesture is already believable, you can just dress it up like some kind of doll, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah,
Yeah. As you say, once you've got a nice gesture there, then you get to play dress up and just experiment with the outfits and stuff, which is cool.
absolutely, yeah.
And yeah, you can get, I guess, even by looking at references like this one that you've got now, is like you can see just how experimental and how interesting you can get with outfits while still being, somewhat believable because they look cool. Like it's not really a practical like day to day wear, but it still looks cool on
Yeah,
to wear for sure.
if you have to design some kind of cyberpunk ninjas one
Yeah,
day,
yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, there you go. This is like the best reference for it,
Hmm.
and it looks kind of modern and cool. You just need to understand fashion and
Yeah.
not just copy it, and then need tweak it a
Hmm.
little bit. Just come up with your own ideas then.
Yeah.
But you need to start somewhere, so just use this for some kind of jump start.
Hmm. Uh,
So yeah, once I have the sketch done, I go for a selection tool, then I invert. That's super. I mean, that helps me to quick up, to be a little bit faster on that. And then I just, lock this layer. I have a layer with lines. Then I lock this layer and really block in the colors. This here I really don't have to pick actually. I think I also can put on the lines to multiply. Just explaining the process
Sure.
here. Um, and the only focal point is pretty much his skin color here.
Hmm.
That's a little bit too red, I think. Let's see if this works. No, hard choice. How about that one? Okay, I don't know. Let's pick it. It's a little bit darker. Okay. Yeah, that's this.
Yeah, it's handy. It's a lot of blacks. You don't have to worry so much about it.
Absolutely.
Hi Histuni, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Uh, what studies would you advise to improve lighting and values for illustrations? Interesting.
Lighting and values for illustration. Well, lighting itself is a tricky thing. I have a whole reference file, PSD file of different lighting situations.
Hmm.
For example, there's window light, three-quarter light. There is light when somebody's walking in sunlight. You need to know what time it is of the day. If it's at the beach, there might be some reflection from below. All these things, however, they're limited. There's a stop to that. You have
Yeah.
moonlight, window light, then you have also diffuse light in a foggy situation. This is stuff you need to know before you start with any kind of illustration. You need to know what kind of setting it is. But I mean, you can find it out later, but that kind of reference sheet helps me a lot. So, because obviously it shows if somebody just starts rendering without thinking.
Hmm.
It's always about thinking and planning stuff. Even, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's intuitive, but an illustration needs to be planned out. I think that's the answer, right? What was the question? Sorry, like
the
what kind
question
of stuff?
the question was like, what studies would you advise to help improve lighting and values and stuff like that?
Hmm. Yeah, lighting and values. Well, I don't know. First, I think I have some stuff I did. These are
Mm,
studies I did I can share.
yeah.
So this is like, I think if like you really need to understand like where the light comes from, or
Mm,
like how light behaves and edges. Really, this is something you need to do to know in your sleep.
mm,
Um, yeah, just and then when you start drawing, painting your own stuff, check with that. You need to know where to place the highlight, where the halftones are, occlusion shadows. Yeah, bunch
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, I mean those spheres are classic a classic example, aren't they?
But overall, nothing is better than studying some old masters.
True. Do you have any?
Masters of yeah, I don't know much names. I mean, there's so many. I recently came up Cornwell.
Mhm.
I love Tom Lowell. Tom Lovell. I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh, Tom Lovell, yeah, illustrator. Yeah,
Yeah, he's amazing. Love his stuff.
let me take a look. Oops. Oh wow, yeah, yeah, his stuff's really nice. A lot of it looks like a lot of them look like movie scenes. A lot of his work.
Yeah, you can also study movie scenes now that you name it as well.
Yeah.
But there are, I mean, movie scenes, like you get a good feel for storyboarding and you can study light,
Mm,
but the compositions are, I mean, I think being a good illustrator, study some classic ones and also have a good feel for graphic design.
hmm.
Basically, need to know where to place certain yeah shapes or lines to give the whole image a nice composition.
Yeah. I think that's the thing as well. It's like you shouldn't just be copying what you see. You know, you should. it's the
No way.
clues in the name, right? Like you should be studying what you're seeing and thinking about.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it's just
It's just
like
pointless.
pointless. It's
Mm,
yeah, you relax. It's fun. I absolutely understand it. You get carried away, but there's no thought behind it.
mm,
It's analytical thinking when it comes to colors, composition, design, rendering, bunch of thinking. Yeah.
yeah.
There's so I don't know if I ever said this, but something stuck to me. It was Mike Minola once mentioned to somebody. He said, "Think more and draw less,"
Yeah.
which kind of absolutely fits his style. It's
Mhm,
super. It's like so simplistic yet so effective in 3D.
mhm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. It's like uh, it's like work smarter, not harder. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm good with these.
Nice.
So let's see. Um, yeah, did I really learn something from it? Not yet. I think I would spend a little bit more time.
Mm.
Um, but maybe I can share some of the similar studies I did.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be cool.
But if I have them somewhere here.
If you need me to hide your screen for a minute, then we can. Then we can. It's up to you.
Hmm, can't find them. Well, screw it. I'm sorry. All right. All right, keep going. How about some faces now?
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting one. It's funny we've had Mattia on the stream a few times doing like portrait studies, and he does them so quickly. Like in an hour, he'll go from nothing, and then he'll like not not fully render it, but you know, do a really good job, make it look really nice to the point where it doesn't even really look like he's studied anything. He's just um he's gone like past it being a study.
Yeah, awesome. Love Matthias stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you've probably seen some of them as well, to be fair. I think he posts them a lot on Instagram.
Yeah, I think I follow him,
Mm,
but for sure I have been working with him. He's great.
yeah. To you, what makes like an interesting face?
Every, every face is interesting.
Yeah.
It's just what can you take away from it?
Mm,
I mean, what kind of, I mean, like maybe for computer games, it's good to have some kind of heroic looking face,
mhm.
cutie face that people like to look up to eventually. Although to me that gets a little bit boring
Yeah.
recently. Maybe I'm just getting older finally. Um, but or maybe I just have to draw them too often or did that too much. I don't know.
Mm,
I feel like I mean, if you just zone out and meditate, I think it's really interesting, especially to draw old people's faces. Like the wrinkles kind of really tell the whole story.
yeah.
I could go philosophical about it, not even only about the people, but like their ancestors and everything in there.
Mhm.
Every little tweak of fold and proportion
Yeah.
just speaks, yeah, a lot. That's really interesting.
Mm. I always
Yeah,
found that really interesting. Um, hey Kathy, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I always find that really interesting. I remember when I used to work in a supermarket, and naturally in a supermarket you see like a lot of older people, and you, I kind of realized that different their faces would change depending on like their personality a lot of the time, because they would get more wrinkles if they smiled more, like around their mouth or like in their forehead or something like that. And so I like, although obviously that's not the same rule for everybody, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but a lot of the time I found that you could tell a lot about a person from where their wrinkles were and like uh how exaggerated they are.
Yeah, exactly. Just there's some faces like you just really like. There's
Mm.
some and some you just like to punch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. Yeah,
Yeah. No, it is cool. I think you're right. Like every face is interesting. Like every face has a story to tell, right?
absolutely. Like from an artist
Mm.
personal view, just even like the like you say somebody you don't like, then ask yourself why. What is it about the
Hmm.
feature that looks so yeah off-putting to you? Like what's so weird? Or like if somebody looks so super nice but you still don't like them, or you think actually that should be a good looking person but there's something wrong about this person I don't trust. Like for me it was
Mm.
like Ashton Kutcher, for example.
Yeah.
Was a
Yeah.
friend of P Diddy, and then now we're talking. I kind of never liked. I was There's always was something shady. And Justin Timberlake, I never liked
Hmm.
this guy's aura. Everybody loved him, which is fine, it's not that, but something about this guy,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I've definitely had that before.
Yeah.
I've been speaking to friends and be like, I just don't like him. And they're like, yeah, but he's so nice. I'm like, yeah, but there's just something, there's
Who
just
are you
something.
talking about?
I,
Which
I
one you mean?
it would just be like someone that I've met. Like it would just be
Ah,
just
okay,
a
okay.
just a random, yeah, just like a random person that I've
Yeah.
met during my life. Like there are some people that I went to university with that I didn't really like them very much, but I couldn't
Hmm.
particularly tell you why. It was just like, yeah, it's something about them that just didn't vibe with. Um,
Absolutely. Yeah. People should trust intuition. It
mm,
helps for sure.
yeah, yeah. I didn't even notice that she had an earring in. I didn't pick up on that. It blends in so well with her hair.
Yeah, right. Some nice highlights.
Mm.
Let's see what we can do then.
I always find it really cool when people have like quite big eyes. The one that the person that comes into my mind is the actress who was like the lead in the Fallout TV show. I can't remember what her name
Hmm.
is now, but
Yeah, I remember.
yeah, but her eyes are like really, really interesting because they're so big.
Yeah, or a little bit further apart than usual, like
Yeah.
Taylor Joy, something. The
Oh
one
yeah.
from the Gambit show.
Yeah. Yeah.
The chess player. I forgot the name. Like something Taylor Joy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Anya Taylor Joy. That's the one.
There we go. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if I had to pick a feature that was like my favorite, uh, you know, to like favorite of somebody's, it would be that eyes, because they're always really interesting. There's so many different colors going on there as well. Like, someone might have brown eyes but have hints of green in them, or or green with little bits of blue or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. If the eyes are big and sparkling, that looks so joyful and trustworthy.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think about this reference? Would you trust her? Would you?
Nope.
No.
Nah. I mean, she's posing into the camera. She's just not herself. There's a difference.
Yeah.
If you tell somebody, "Hey, look into the camera,"
Yeah.
I shoot you now, and I make a photo of you. Or if you do it when they don't feel observed,
Mm.
where they come out more naturally, or at least how they behave.
Yeah.
That's much more. So I would never trust a model.
No. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It is funny how they're like, you can get a totally different read on someone from having their photo taken. Like, I'm not photographic at all. Like, if anyone takes a photo of me without knowing, then I'm gonna end up pulling some stupid face.
Yeah, I agree. Also, sometimes interesting when I see some celebrities, which is really makes me uncomfortable when I realize they're fake smiling with a huge grin,
Yeah.
and people applauding and they're still fake smiling, or
Yeah.
politicians during their speech and still smiling with that weird grin.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I mean, I could never, I like could not trust that. But yeah.
Yeah, it is weird. It's all that like, was it like media? They're like media training that they go through to kind of
Yeah, but
prepare themselves for that.
yeah, it's fake and not authentic, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ooh, no smile lines around the eyes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's when people like, yeah, do those fake smiles, but they don't emote with their eyes correctly. So they have this smile, but their eyes are kind of still the same, and you're like, what is going on right now? Like, what are you feeling right now?
Yeah, it's
There's that movie that came out a few years ago. I think it's like a horror movie just called Smile, and that was very similar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that.
here's the same, but what if we just change the eyes? It's still creepy. I think my smile is just creepy. Just the creepy people.
It's a very thin, it's a very thin.
Oh my god, I
smile.
think it's that smile. Can I just draw somebody nice with that smile? Is it like no? All right, maybe manga eyes could help me. Come on.
Manga eyes helps everything.
Well, it's a little bit more trustworthy with
Yeah,
manga eyes.
they look a bit
They look a bit
they look a bit anxious.
Yeah, it's that insecure smile
Yeah,
of my insecure brushstroke, like line. Yeah, cool. There we go.
Oh, welcome to how expression painting with Alex.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a few runs to nail it.
Yeah. It's the one at the bottom. It's just
The creeper.
yeah, yeah.
He lurks at night if you're asleep already. Or
Yeah.
not.
you know, like
Oh my god.
when you're at home and it's like late at night and you haven't closed the curtains and you're
Yeah, he looks through the window.
yeah, yeah. I can see you haven't closed your curtains this evening.
Yeah.
I've said it before as well, but I love the way that you do the like your sketches where it's all like one line.
Yeah, thanks. Try to keep it intuitive.
Mm,
Um, yeah, not not more so scared to mess things up.
hmm
If the proportions ain't right, maybe you've seen it. I just used the smudge tool
Yeah.
to move the eyebrow a little bit to the side. You
hmm
do this with lines or paintings. I think like myself included,
Yeah.
when I started to do lines, I thought they need to be beautiful looking
hmm
and presentable, which is not the case. Um, and once I stopped worrying about that, they became more sketchy, loose, more fun, and
Yeah.
however, in a weird way, more confident. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my style,
Mm,
way of doing things. Yeah, some artists. I'm not the only one. There's more artists drawing like that.
yeah. No,
Yeah, I think I can merge these now.
yeah. Uh,
I think the values are there, right? Yeah, okay, let's merge these.
Lemon Emlyn says, "Did you know cats are a perfect reference for manga faces? Just trace a cat and it'll be perfect. Proportions are similar. You can look online. It's cute. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna Google it. Manga faces. Cat. Ah, manga faces cat theory. That's like a whole thing. Oh my god, you're right. That's hilarious. Yeah, I guess it works. I guess it makes sense because, like, you know, cats are kind of cute. That manga sort of style is often quite cute. So sure, it makes sense that they're very similar. I just found like a picture of people who are like just straight dropping scenes uh from anime, I think, and placing them on top of a cat. it, it works.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Definitely would check this out.
yeah. I bet it's even easier if you do an anime or a manga about cats. Then it just gets too easy. Oh no, it's like she's blind in one eye. It's all like it's glassy.
Yeah, I try not to zoom in here, by the way.
Okay.
That's really important. The sooner I mean, the sooner you stop
hmm
doing that, the better the outcome is.
hmm
In the end, I mean, um, I can make something realistically even smaller, with a like pencils or traditionally.
Yeah.
But always, for years, I used to blow up stuff, like really zoom in like that, fudge around with the details, and then get lost.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it in the end if you want to, but really bring it to a stage where it just works in a certain size.
Mhm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of um, when we had Alex Heath on the stream a while ago. He was talking about how he used to go to an atelier or an atelier, whatever, however you pronounce it.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, that's kind of how he learned. Like when he does pretty much anything, he tries not to zoom in super far like early on, because at the atelier they would um, they would do bust studies, and they'd have to
Hmm.
like do all the proportions by like holding up a piece of string and measuring it and transferring it over. Like you weren't allowed to get closer. Um, it was interesting. I totally butchered the story because I'm trying to remember it from like months ago. Um,
But yeah, makes absolutely sense.
yeah.
If you have a background in traditional art,
Mm,
that could be useful.
yeah, because it's all about getting the proportions right. And if you're like constantly going backwards and forwards, like zooming in and out, then your brain's just gonna get really confused.
Absolutely.
Man, we've been going for nearly an hour already.
Oh wow. Actually, I feel good right now. I
Yeah.
can go on a little bit more. I need to. I mean, I want to learn something from that.
Yeah.
What I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So really like this brush right here. It has a soft and a sharp
Mm.
edge, hard to control, but gives cool effects.
Yeah, it's kind of smoky.
Yeah.
Uh, Lemon says, it took me a moment to remember the name of an account, but they have a really good anatomy tips on facial expressions for sculptors. But it can also be useful for artists as well, of course, and other anatomy tips as well. It's literally just called Anatomy for Sculptors. Oh, that's cool.
I think I remember that. Yeah, this one I would even agree. Yeah.
Yeah, on ArtStation. Check it out. Anatomy for Sculptors. There it is. That's really cool. Oh yeah, it even goes into like torsos and the different bones in the body, like in the arms and the feet and the chest. Damn, cool. I'll drop a link in the chat for those who want to take a look. Really nice. Sculpting is such a cool skill to have. Like, I subscribe to someone on YouTube who does clay sculpts, and they only do like one video every few months. But man, they're so cool, but they must take ages. And even which veins on the hands are more visible. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This page is cool. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot about the ear.
I mean, I could maybe.
What are you thinking?
The proportions could be. I try something drastical. Let's see.
Oh, it's time to warp.
I think I screwed up. Yeah. Oh my god, it's getting worse.
Sometimes it needs to get worse before it gets better.
Absolutely. But yeah, fine with that.
It's the risk of using the warp tool.
Yeah, but hey, I want to get the proportions a little better.
Sure.
Okay, maybe I just drop this study and it's time to move on. But before that, I still at least need to add some highlights. And I think I could just improve the values a little bit.
How long would you normally spend on a study, or does it vary quite a lot depending on what exactly it is you're
Well,
studying?
if you want to learn rendering on a portrait, maybe like 40 minutes, like between 30 and 1 hour would be good.
Yeah.
Because you need to, I mean, it isn't like you don't have to make it photorealistically or hit the perfect proportions, go into details, but you should just at least know like the values, what's black, what's in the light, shadow, where to place your highlights. This is like the edges at least somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you really want, like, it really depends, like what you want to get out from it. You need to know maybe before you start it.
Yeah.
So with this one, I was just trying to, values and edges.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and talking about these, I think there's a little bit more dark here on that eye. Maybe I could zoom in now. Not yet. Okay, come on. Just add a little bit of.
Gotta hold out for as long as you can.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, she has no highlight in the iris. That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Usually they often are, but yeah, it's a low res, but still I'm
Mm.
wondering now I can zoom in a little bit more. I shouldn't, but just a little bit more because I need to be a little bit more precise here.
Hmm. Yeah, that is interesting actually. I didn't notice that because she's got the highlight on her earring, but then yeah, there's nothing in her eye.
Yeah, it's
Strange.
unusual. I mean,
Contact maybe.
yeah, right. That's it. Yeah, maybe. How's it? Hmm,
Mm,
color doesn't help you much either.
no.
But yeah,
Maybe she's just got really dry eyes.
yeah, maybe. It's not bad.
No.
I think it looks kind of 3D a little bit. Could use some work, but
Hmm.
yeah, I think and the lips there's something too dark. I could have made them better. I still try to tweak them.
Sure.
Yeah, all right.
Nice. Yeah, that looks good.
How would she look with some highlights? Unnatural to me. Maybe she should not have one.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what the photographer thought. Maybe they've edited it out.
Absolutely. All right, let's just have one more.
Sure.
I don't know where to choose.
It's a lot of options.
That's a good one.
Mm.
But that's also good. But a little bit, not much going on in the shadow. This shadow is a little bit more complex. It has this bounce light here. But the character's cool. I like those eyes. Very
Yeah.
characteristic. Yeah, it shows some. I mean, this is a really good lighting here. You have a nice shadow and good highlights. Everything is clearly readable.
Mm.
Some reference are not made to. I mean, I'm not so good for studies. This one's pretty good. Yeah, maybe. You know what? Just let's not think. Let's just sketch a few. See what happens.
Yeah, sure. You might find one that you like the most.
Yeah, and talking about this character design stuff, by the way, that I did on top, so I just can maybe give some demonstration. Um, so yeah, we have a perspective, and
Cool silhouette.
okay, getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to loosen up.
I
So
felt
yeah,
like.
these are my mannequins, my proportions for these,
Mm.
and this is like stuff I remember from drawing. Yeah, these references. Oops.
Mm.
And then I could just make this a little bit lighter. Just use a new layer and refine.
I feel like I've seen you draw someone with a bucket hat before. Where have I seen you do that? Was it your profile picture on
It
something?
was, yeah, bucket hats. They have a really nice
Yeah,
shape.
yeah.
We give this guy some a little bit longer hair here.
Mm-hmm.
Some gloves. Some sword. Swords are always cool.
Swords are always cool. Yeah.
Yep. Here's some kind of bag.
It's funny having like someone wearing like street fashion, and then he's just got a sword.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, there's not much thought behind it. This is just doodling.
Yeah. So whatever
But
looks cool.
just really
Yeah.
muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, just adjust the proportions. Make the face a tad bigger. And let's say we have a couple of, can I get some inspiring colors here? Yeah, blue and red is cool.
Yeah.
Purple is cool. Let's have 3 colors. Oops. Yeah. I want to paint under the lines so something red. Some bluish. And how about some skin tone? Been studying skin tone before, so I kind of remember what was the one that we picked before.
Yeah.
So I go with this one, and I'm happy with that. And yeah, maybe some kind of cream color, something towards white onto the shoes. Yeah, basically like this, doing thumbnails, see what works, what not. And this is a place for a logo.
Yeah. Like a graphic. Yeah.
I remember the guy I was drawing before, he had some shirt coming out here below,
Mm-hmm.
covered with something above, like the sweater he had.
Yep.
Yeah, keep the red more on top with another logo. Maybe that's too much of a focal point. But yeah, so basically that was really fast. But from far away, you have some kind of character that could work with the 3 fashion, and this was from imagination, based on these studies. Yeah, happy with that.
Yeah.
All right, I think that was enough though.
Yeah.
1 hour, 6 minutes. We're good. Hope everybody was able to learn something from it. I had as much fun as I had.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. I always find it really relaxing to watch you guys do studies. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me so relaxed.
It is sweet. Yeah, it is also relaxing to me. I can zone out. It just take your time.
Yeah.
Do it on your own pace, and stuff comes together. Yeah. Nice talk too. Thanks.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, yeah, that's all the time we've got for today, everybody. So thank you so much for coming along and chatting to us and watching. So tomorrow we have Antoine back on the stream. So come along and say hi to Antoine. And then on Friday we have Alex Heath on here, who's going to be doing some paint overs. So keep an eye on the Discord, and I will open up submissions for that in the next few days. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Alex, for coming along, even though you're a little bit poorly. I hope you get better soon.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Hopefully a little bit longer and more healthy next time.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But
Thanks.
awesome. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.